Good morning. Myself Prabha J, working as an assistant professor in EC department at SNS College of Technology. In this lecture video, I am going to discuss about the topic is procedural assignment and conditional assignment from the Unit 5, that is specification using Verilog HDL. From the subject is VLSI. Okay, let us discuss. Here, first, what is meant by procedural assignment? Procedural assignment control how variable are updated within procedural block, such as initial and always block. In procedural assignment, values are assigning into a variable inside a procedural block. In procedural block, statements are executed sequentially. Two major types procedural assignment, that is initial block and always block. Okay. Rules for the procedural assignment is the output of the procedural assignment should be a variable, that is a vector or a scalar. Variable like register, integer, or time variables. Let me discuss the initial block. What is initial block? The initial block is used to set the initial values of the signals. An initial block is a type of procedural block that executes only once at the beginning of the simulation. And initial blocks mainly used to test bench purposes. Initial blocks are not synthesizable, so cannot be converted into hardware schematic with digital elements. This is the syntax of the procedural assignment. Syntax is first initial, that is module name, that is the initial, and second one is statement, and next is initial begin. If multiple line means we can use the initial begin multiple line statement and end. This is the syntax for procedural assignment. And some example, one example for procedural assignment is module. Syntax is module. Init example is module name, and register is data type, 4-bit data type, that is 3 is 0 is 4-bit, and a is a variable, and the initial block initial a equal 4-bit decimal, and end module. If there are more than one lines, the initial block use begin and end. Okay, you can see the syntax. Second part of the syntax is initial multiple line. If we have multiple lines, start with begin and end. This is the syntax for the initial block. And next one is always block. Always block will execute based on sensitivity list. Sensitivity list is the expression. This list contain either one or group of signals whose value change will execute the always block. A sensitivity list should specify after the at operator within the parenthesis. This is the here you can see the syntax of the always block, that is always at star begin. If we have multiple lines means you can use the multiple line statement, start with begin and end with end syntax. Okay. This is the syntax for always at block, and one example for the always at block. Before that, always at positive edge clock, and multiple line, we have multiple line, initial with begin and end with end. Okay, next one is conditional statement. There are two types, that is if statement. Another one is case statement. Yeah, if statement execute a block of code based on the condition, and case statement useful for selecting one option from multiple condition. If statement is a conditional statement. If the condition evaluates to true, the code associated with the condition will be executed. If the condition evaluates to false, else part will be executed. The else part is optional. The statement must be closed within a begin end keyword. If there are if more than one statement is to be executed. Here you can see the syntax of if statement. Yeah, nested if. And this is the example for the condition statement, that is if statement. Here 4 cross 1 mux. Input is 4 and 2 selector line, and output is 1 output. Input variable is I naught, I1, I2, I3, and in selector line variable is S naught, S1, and output is out, always at block. Here we can use the always at block, and more than multiple line. Here we have the multiple lines, so we are using initial with begin and end with end. And if the selector line 0 0, then output is I naught. If selector line 0 1, output is I1. Selector line 1 means 1 0 means output is 2. Selector line otherwise output is 3. And another one is case statement. Case statement check the give expression in the expression list. If it matches, then the corresponding statement will be executed, else default statement will be executed. If the default statement is not given and the expression also not matched, then the case statement evaluation will be exist. There should be only one default statement for single case statement. Case, the syntax case considers x and z as it is. Case x means consider all the x and z as don't care. Case z consider all the z don't care. This is the syntax for case statement. Okay. Here case x, case z, whatever we can use. Single lines means there is no begin and end. If we have multiple lines now, we are using begin and end. This is the one example of case statement. Mux 4 cross 1. Here we are using selector line, and 3 statement, and default test statement is if we have chosen invalid selection means the total program exists. This is the example for case statement. Okay. If you have any doubt, you can ask me through the comment. Thank you.